The Cleveland media is hating on Shedeur Sanders. We getting ready to talk about it right here on Sports Talk with B. Watts. Let's get this party started. Let's go. 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 Oh.
Your new sack champion. This is the greatest team game that's ever been invented. And I haven't had the pleasure of playing with a better team than this one right here. I'm so grateful to be alongside you guys in this season with a win. That's what it's all about. Do the greatest! Team on 3, 1, 2, 3.
The Cleveland media, once again, hating on Shedeur Sanders. I was running across over there on Twitter and came across 92.3 The Fan in Cleveland. They had Jason Lord talking about the Cleveland Browns football team, and he was saying that Shedeur Sanders is the reason why it's going to be hard for the Cleveland Browns to find a coach that wants to come there and win. Jason Lord even went on to say he don't even think Shedeur should be on the team, period, at all next year. This is wild work. Cleveland media is really hating on Shedeur. Jason Lord went on to say some things, man. It sound like this dude just really, he just really hates Shedeur. He tried to cover it up, but it's obvious in the take and in his voice. You can hear him saying some things just really blew my mind. But Ken tried to correct him, but he just wouldn't listen. So let's watch and hear everything that he had to say about Shedeur Sanders.
But the quarterback thing, I've said all along, I think Shedeur's presence will be a hindrance to some guy. Not somebody's going to take the job. They pay really well, and there's only 32 of the job. Somebody will take it. But there are candidates out there who will look at this and say, nope, I want nothing to do with that. How could you? Look at everything that Kevin went through over the last year with Shedeur and some of the stupidity and nonsense that was out there. What coach would want to sign up for that? Particularly when he didn't play that well. He wasn't that good. Like, I've been pretty adamant. He shouldn't be on this team. To me, Shedeur should not be on this team next year. He's not good enough to be the starter, and this organization is not stable and mature enough to have him as a backup. They've proven that. So what, are you going to draft another quarterback and put him atop Shedeur, and then all the stuff comes back again about, well, what about Shedeur? When are you going to play Shedeur? No thanks, hard pass. And I just think a lot of coaches are going to view it that way.
I disagree, but because I wanted to ask you another question about Kevin, but now I got to go off on Shedeur here for a second here. I think that's a little extreme. He shouldn't be on the team next year. You're not going to draft a quarterback in the first round next year. You're not in a position to.
I didn't say he shouldn't be in the NFL. He shouldn't be on this team.
I understand that.
Not mature. Look at everything they just went through. And for what? He's not that good.
What did they really go through?
Do we need to remind ourselves of all the locker room stuff, all the crap about the miming and the...
That's well. Wait a minute.
What organization wants to put up with that?
You're breaking up for a second here. I think that was more media stuff. I don't think that there was actual problems in the locker room. I had a problem that Dylan Gabriel was there for obvious reasons, but I mean, look at it. I don't think that he was a problem in the building. I don't think that he was such a distraction in the building to everybody involved. I don't think they let it be that way.
All of that stuff infects into the walls. I'm not saying... The unfortunate part is I think he's a really good kid.
Sounds like it.
I think he's a really good young man. But it's just all the nonsense that comes with him. That's exactly why he fell, Ken. You know that. This is why, because teams didn't want to deal with this. And we just saw it play out over the course of the last year.
Well, hey, listen.
And now you're going to sign up for more?
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the Cleveland media is trying to still hate on Shedeur Sanders. He hadn't done nothing. Only thing he did, he accept what the NFL did to him. He accept the pecking order of the quarterback position with Kevin Stefanski as the head coach at the Cleveland Browns. and worked his way up and delivered for the Cleveland Browns 2 wins in a row at the end of the season. But the Cleveland Brown media don't want Shedeur to be a part of the team and everybody that comes with Shedeur. That's what Jason Lord was trying to say. But that ain't the reason why. I know what he's trying to say. He's trying to really blame Shedeur Sanders and all what came with him, his fan base, the reason why Kevin Stefanski got fired. That ain't the reason why Kevin Stefanski got fired. Kevin Stefanski got fired because he mishandled the quarterback position. And he didn't win but 8 games in 2 years. That's why he got fired. That's exactly why he got fired. He chose Dylan Gabriel over Shedeur Sanders. And he didn't know how to handle what came with Shedeur Sanders. He didn't know how to handle Shedeur Sanders. Matter of fact, he didn't even know how to handle Baker Mayfield. Listen to Acho right now talking about Kevin Stefanski and Shedeur Sanders. Acho.
Stefanski didn't get fired because he can't coach. Why do we all know that? Stefanski's on one of the top lists for every coaching vacancy. He also didn't get fired because he can't coach, because he proved he could coach in Cleveland every year except for 2, one of which had Shedeur and all these other coaches at quarterback, all these other quarterbacks. So Stefanski got fired because he couldn't get along with the quarterback situation and with Shedeur. So the next coach has to be able to get along with Shedeur. Otherwise, what'd you fire Stefanski for? He's a quality coach. He just didn't handle Shedeur quality.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, hey, that's what's going on over there on social media about Shedeur Sanders so far. I'm just trying to tell y'all, look at here. It's going to be a lot that's going to come out, and people going to say some things that's just not true. But one thing I can say, Shedeur Sanders is a bad dude at that quarterback position. That's all I got to tell you. That's all I got to tell you. If Kevin Stefanski had a went with Shedeur instead of messing around with Joe Flacco and Dylan Gabriel, he still would have had his job, and the Cleveland Browns would have won their division this year. They would have if Shedeur had started all 17 games. All 17 games, because Shedeur knew that last drive that he put in to beat the Cincinnati Bengals, man, he had faith. He had faith in that field goal kicker. Listen to Shedeur on the sideline when he was talking about he knew that field goal kicker was going to make it.
He going to make it, I promise. I'm telling you, he going to make it.
Good job. Good job, buddy.
He going to make it. He going to make it, watch. He worked too hard for this. He remember when they doubted him. He remember when they doubted him.
The snap, the hold, the kick to the uprights, and Andre Schmidt hits the kick.
He remember when they doubted him. 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 I don't give a f***. You got that. Yes.
That's Shedeur Sanders on the sideline talking to the camera and talking to himself. Said, I know he gonna make that field goal. You remember when the field goal missed the field goal? I think it was the first game of the year and they lost. And Shedeur went over there to comfort him, and Mary Kay and all of those Cleveland media was all on Shedeur. Look at Shedeur over there with his hat turned back, trying to get in the camera and all that crazy stuff. Shedeur Sanders still had faith, and he showed you Shedeur is real. Ain't nothing fake about him. Ain't nothing fake about Shedeur Sanders. Even with all the negativity, mindset, and losing mentality surrounding the Cleveland Browns, he understood how to shift all of that into positivity and results. Let's stay tuned for what will happen next. Leaders make you believe in yourself, and that's what Shedeur did with that field goal kick. And then let's go get this job done this offseason. Shedeur Sanders put that work in, and once again, only the cream rise to the top. Shedeur Sanders gonna rise to the top. You keep on sitting out there and hating. Matter of fact, if you hate like that, and if you don't want to be a part of this movement, try to move yourself to another city, or state and find you another team to root for. Because Shedeur Sanders ain't going nowhere. He gonna make your life miserable, or you gonna have to come on and jump on board. Once again, you watching Sports Talk with P. Watts. I come to you by the digital airways of YouTube. I want to thank everybody who took out the time to watch my videos in the past and planning on watching in the present. Thank everything for you, what you have done to support me in all kind of ways. I appreciate you. Wouldn't be Sports Talk without you. Once again, thank you. And may the grace of God continue to bless you. All right? Until next time, live show tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I got two of the best. I'm glad to have them part of my team. That's JR Box and Uncle Steve, along with the best chat room on YouTube. Come on back at 8 o'clock tonight. It's a live show. Until then, peace.
My top plays happened at practice when no one was looking. My top plays happened in Fort Myers, Florida, when none of you knew anything about me. My top plays happened when it was no camera there. See, those are the plays you just caught on camera. Those weren't my top plays because I practiced like I played, so when I played, it would be practice. Yeah, you were supposed to clap right there because that was straight.
Amen to that. Yeah. Come on, get up to practice place.
So there's somebody out there right now, the light ain't on you, but keep making plays. Nobody's talking about you, but keep making plays.
Right.
I know your sales numbers aren't where your friend is, but keep making plays. I know nobody's talking about you, and you're not on the leaderboard right now, but baby, keep making plays.